Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
Hey, it's the Empire, Geoboxing Empire, back from boxing. Now, man, Anthony Joshua talks about how he will stop Deontay Wilder and it will not go past 6 rounds, man. Now, this is a quote from Anthony Joshua, WBO, IBF, WBA champion of the world. He says, and I quote, he wouldn't be there to do that in the 7th round. I will go in and knock him out, right? Basically saying he won't get past round 6 with Anthony Joshua. Now, that being said, Anthony Joshua, basically, to knock him out in round 6, he will basically have to come out extremely aggressive to knock out Deontay Wilder, right? That's what people think. Now, my opinion is that you can actually box and be aggressive at the same time. Anthony Joshua proved in the Andy Reid fight that he can actually go 12 and move around the ring, and actually, it takes a lot of energy to box for 12 rounds. That's why a lot of these fighters who box and they're fighting a pressure fighter, they'll literally gas out, and later in the fight, the pressure fighter usually starts fighting his shots and he starts landing more often. Now, in this Anthony Joshua Andy Reid fight, Andy Reid was never able to catch up to Anthony Joshua, and not only that, Andy Reid has faster hands, but Anthony Joshua had better timing. He was able to land his jab all night on Andy Reid, and he landed his right hand a few times, but he was playing it safe. He could have did a lot more in that fight. A lot of people believe that Anthony Joshua could have possibly knocked out Andy Reid the second time they fought, but he was just playing it safe, right? Now, this is a really big deal, man, because with Anthony Joshua, it used to be really black and white in how he fought, but nowadays, man, ever since the Andy Reid's 2 fight, we see another dimension of Anthony Joshua that a lot of people didn't think he had, right? And that's stamina and be able to box on going backwards instead of moving forward, right? While still being extremely effective at the same time. Now, that being said, Deontay Wilder, come on, I mean, let's be honest, the guy is the hardest puncher in the heavyweight right now, but he doesn't have really good foot movement. And there's been times where he's been outboxed in the beginning of fights, right? It's crazy because it's all or nothing with Wilder. In my opinion, I think he's a slow starter, but he's had a lot of first round knockouts. But if you actually have some boxing fundamentals, you will give Deontay Wilder some problems, right? Look at the Luis Ortiz 2 fight. Ortiz is a great boxer, and he basically gave Deontay Wilder problems for the first half of the fight, both fights. So that being said, man, Anthony Joshua, yeah, his best chance is the first half of the fight of Deontay Wilder if Deontay Wilder doesn't catch him early. Because in my opinion, I think Deontay Wilder, he moves quicker than Anthony Joshua to be aggressive, but fundamental-wise, actually straight boxing, using a jab, and be able to keep his opponent at a range with just a jab, I think that for sure that Anthony Joshua showed he can do that a little bit better than Deontay Wilder. Now, Deontay Wilder has he does have a fight when he's fighting on his back foot, the Permain Stavern 2 fight. The first fight, when he actually, Deontay Wilder broke his hand, and then he had to box the rest of the fight. But, I think most people can agree that Andy Reid is better than Stavern, no matter what version of Stavern you're talking about. So that being said, Anthony Joshua had a much more dangerous fighter in front of him, and he was able to actually outbox the guy, a faster fighter, which is extremely rare. You never really see a faster fighter getting outboxed by a slower fighter. But Anthony Joshua showed that he can do that. So that being said, man, we're gonna see how Anthony Joshua implements his game plan because he wants to knock out Deontay Wilder. I think if he wants to knock him out, he doesn't need to do it guns blazing. He could do it straight boxing. But when he hits Deontay Wilder, he just needs to be cautious in how he approaches him. I think he should focus on landing big shots instead of speed shots. He don't want to make the same mistake he made in the Andy Reid fight where he had him hurt and he started throwing a lot of punches at once. He just needs to land his shots, and his shots are basically his right hand and his left hook, and then twos and threes at a time, nothing more than that. If he tries to throw a full combination on Deontay Wilder right in front of him, that's a mistake. But we're gonna see how he implements his game plan. And I'm really excited to see it, man. I really think this is a location fight, man. Now, it's crazy because this is other article on BoxingScene.com. I'll link both the articles in the description so you can read yourself. Anthony Joshua says he wants this fight in the UK. Now, if this fight's in the UK, man, I don't care what Anthony Joshua says. He's trying to go to decision, period. Now, on the other hand, if this fight's in America, he's going to have to knock him out. So, in my opinion, this is a location fight, man. You know, that really decides how they're going to fight. You know, so like I said, if this is in America, yeah, Anthony Joshua is definitely going for that KO. But if it's in the UK, the crowd would be content with just boxing. You know, every time Anthony Joshua land a jab, the crowd will go wild. You know, and that may make Deontay Wilder make mistakes and be more aggressive than usual. You know, so we're gonna see how this whole thing plays out, man. You know, Anthony Joshua says he won't go past 6. Let me know how you guys feel about it, though, man. I'll link to both the articles in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace.